is Israel.
Well, I'm here in my town of Zikhron Yaakov here at one of the oldest wineries in Israel. This is Carmel Wine, and I want to introduce you to a really, really sweet lady, a nice friend of mine. This is Valerie Hecht, and she's the manager of the cultural wine department here.
Yeah, hi Bruce.
Hi.
I'm really glad you made it to Israel's oldest winery and also the largest winery in Israel. You're producing here 15 million bottles of wine a year. And it's also the largest kosher winery in the world. We have grapes spread all over the country, from the Golan Heights, the Galilee, to an amazing region even in the Negev, a place called Tel Arad. We established another winery called Yatir. This here, you're situated in this incredible historic winery, which was actually founded by Baron Edmund de Rothschild. In 1882, the whole story began. A very significant year for Israel and for the wine industry, you could say, because this was the first major immigration of Jews who were leaving Europe. They fled Europe during the pogroms, most of the Jews from Eastern Europe, if it was Romania or Lithuania or Russia. And some of them were really true Zionists. They believed this is where they should be, the land of milk and honey. It wasn't exactly what they found here, let's say. It was the Ottoman Empire, we have to remember, in 1882, and it was very tough. This specific region, there was swamps, there was rampant malaria, no infrastructure, and the people were having a hard time. As you say, you live yourself near a cemetery with many unmarked graves of young children and women who died in that period. Who basically came to save the situation was a very distinguished gentleman called Baron Edmund de Rothschild, Benjamin Rothschild, who the owner himself of Chateau Lafite, still a very famous winery in France, a philanthropist, a Zionist, and he wanted to help the Jewish people. And they couldn't believe what they found. I mean, they expected, I think, to find desert here, and came off the boat in Haifa and saw, wow, this is like Provence with sun. It's very Mediterranean in climate and soil. In actual fact, what we do know historically, that this is the cradle of wine. You know, thousands of years ago, there's proof of winemaking here. But officially they had to stop making wine about the 7th century because the influence of Islam, the Muslim religion, of course, is not acceptable to consume alcohol. So officially they stopped making wine. And how did Rothschild build this empire of wine during the Ottoman Empire? He simply saw a very good window of opportunity. He approached the Turkish government and said, look guys, I am willing to invest. I'll build the roads, I'll build the schools. I want to invest, I want to help you guys. It'll provide employment for these Jewish families. My idea is to build 2 wineries. One here, this, by the way, this little village of which is now Zikhron Yaakov, used to be called Zamarin. And the other place he wanted to build a winery was in Rishon LeZion. So the Turkish government agreed to let Rothschild build his wineries. A little bit of bakshish, if you know the word, a little bit of backhanders along the way helped. This was very part of life, by the way, at that time. So in 1890, the first winery was built in Rishon LeZion with grapes from cuttings from Chateau Lafite in France. This was built in 1892, and from then on, 70 years or so, Carmel was producing wines which were exported to the Orient. At that time, Syria, Lebanon, Egypt, where many Jews, and by the way, Christians, they were using wine for sacramental purposes. And this was great. As I say, this is what the people wanted, but about 70 years ago, everything changed. What happened was about 60, 70 years ago, with the invention of stainless steel, this allowed hot countries like Israel to start producing really great wine because we can control the temperature. And this, in actual fact, was the birth of the New World. It was then in California, New Zealand, Australia, South Africa, South America started making great wine, and Carmel started changing its whole concept and image to start putting Israel on the wine shelf. For those of you who don't know, in actual fact, Carmel, the name Carmel, we're sitting here in the Carmel coast, a very large region, the Carmel forest, which was named Carmel from the 2 basic words in Hebrew, which is kerem, vineyard, and el, which is God, God's vineyard. So this is a winery which is now producing world-class wine. We are renowned for especially our Shiraz, which grows very well in Israel. It happens to be kosher, but it is a world-class wine competing against the best wines internationally. So I would love you guys to come and visit. This is a very special place. You can combine the Zionism, the wine industry, fantastic tourism, lovely spot, a lot of history, great stores, girls. And this is a place to be. We're by the sea, great food, great wine. Please come and see us.
Here is Israel.